What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Cataclysm Classic Goldmaking video. Now today I want to talk more about Goldmaking in Cataclysm Classic, and specifically I want to talk about cooldown crafting. So if you have tailoring or alchemy, pay close attention here. I'll be focusing mostly on those two professions, and how you can make gold on a daily or weekly basis by using these two professions. Including in this video there will be a spreadsheet as well, which you can find down below in the video description to use it for yourself. This spreadsheet will calculate how much gold you can make by using your cooldown craft. So for example, I made a spreadsheet, looks like this. It's super duper simple. You simply edit out the yellow fields for yourself based on your server's price. So over here we have Purium Bar, Volatile Fire, Volatile Air, Volatile Water, all of those for Transmute True Gold. Then we have Transmute Living Elements, and we have Dream Cloth prices as well. So whichever one you're doing, whichever professions you have, just edit out these prices to fit your service price, and then there's formulas here that will automatically calculate how much gold you will make. And I'll be referring back to the spreadsheet a couple of times in this video to talk about the expected profits on a daily basis and what I'm personally doing. As always, if you want to stay up to date on gold making in Cataclysm Classic and want my advice as early as I can give it to you, check out my Classic WoW Cataclysm Goldmaking guide through the link down below in the video description or the pinned comment. This is a guide containing everything I know about gold making, and by purchasing the guide you also get access to a gold making community where I give you early access to videos and even exclusive videos as well. That means videos that will never go public on YouTube, and we have one or two of those available right now, and there's more to come as well. And if you do check out the guide, thank you so much for the support, it really helps me out, and I believe I can help you make a lot of gold as well, so it could be a win-win situation. You can check it out through the link down below. Now let's talk about what I'm doing to make gold, and this is going to be super duper simple, but it's going to be about my perspective on cooldown crafting and the shift that has happened recently. So by looking at a couple of prices, a couple of things have been, gone down a lot in price. For example, True Gold used to be worth over 1,000 gold, close to 2,000 gold, now it's 500 gold only, which means that for me, I have completely stopped making True Gold for now. Once again, referring back to the spreadsheet that I have, on my server, it simply isn't worth making. Even like on a baseline, without Transmute Master, I'm making 83 gold per day by transmuting True Gold based on the prices on my server as they are right now, and expecting to sell for 500 gold, which it's 500 gold on the auction house. You then lose another 50 gold to the auction house cut if you don't trade it like yourself in trade chat, so you're actually making like 40 gold, but then you have the Transmute Master on top, so if you proc, that's great, and that's where your gold is. You have to be Transmute Master to really make this work for you, and I've put in a Transmute Master here, assuming a 1.2 rate. So we know it's to a 20% proc chance, but sometimes you proc 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. So 1.2 is really conservative, but I think it's better to be conservative than to hope for the best all the time. So I put in a 1.2 rate for Transmute Master, and based on that I'm making about 100 gold every single day. On the other hand, we have Transmute Living Elements, where you can transmute living volatile life to volatile air, and by doing this I make 232 gold every single day, not even counting in the Transmute Master benefits, which sometimes, well, quite often actually, procs a lot of different volatiles. Sometimes you get many more volatile air, sometimes you get volatile earth, sometimes volatile fire, sometimes volatile water. You just get a bunch of extra volatiles. Even not even being Transmute Master, you still make 232 gold every single day by converting 15 volatile life to 15 volatile air. And the thing is, you can guarantee volatile air as well, because even though it says it's a random element, it's based on where you are. So by being an Uldum, you will always get volatile air as your primary volatile, even though sometimes you will get something else in addition. Volatile air will be the primary one. Now, here's the thing. As time goes by, the profits from cooldown crafting will go down, and this is both for True Gold and also for Dreamcloth. Once again, you can use tailoring to make Dreamcloth to make gold that way as well. Even though Dreamcloth is bound on pickup, you can make things with Dreamcloth and sell that instead. You can make spell threads, you can make bags, and you can make BOE epics. All of these three can be sold and made through Dreamcloth. Using the spreadsheet linked down below, you can check out the price for every individual Dreamcloth and all of them combined as well if you want to make all 5 on a weekly basis, even though as you can see the cheapest one is 165 gold and the most expensive one is 630 gold. So if you really want to min max here, maybe you want to stay away from the volatile air one and just make the other 4, but it's completely up to you. This gives you a approximate gold of 400 gold-ish per dream of, per Dreamcloth, and then you can just check out the prices on your server to see how much gold you are making per Dreamcloth as well, based on what you're buying. So you can actually make, for example, spell threads only costs 1 Dreamcloth, and then you can make BOE epics for anywhere between 4 and 6 Dreamcloth as well, and you can make bags. That being said, for both True Gold and Dreamcloth, you don't have to use them right now. You can start holding them. Even though I'm not saying you should do this right now, you can start holding them for the future. For tailoring, for example, we have quite a few recipes coming out when Firelands becomes available, which we know already is going to be in October. So 3.5 months from now, like 3.5 to 4 months, we're gonna have Firelands. And if you look at this pattern right here, this is a pattern that drops in Firelands. It's a BOE pattern as well, so you can either farm for the pattern yourself, or you can actually buy the pattern. And then as you can see, all that is required to make these boots right here, which are pretty good boots by the way, critical strike and a hit, and it's a Firelands normal raid item level weapon, not weapon but feat, with a red socket as well. Pretty good feat. All you need is 4 living embers dropped inside the raid, and you have 8 Dreamcloth. So once again, cooldown crafting will still be relevant in the next phase. Well, not really phase 2, because phase 2 is set G and set A, but phase 3, when Firelands comes out, cooldown crafting is still relevant, and you need 8. If you don't do Dream of Destruction, you can make 5 per week, so this is about 1.5 weeks, or basically 2 weeks. Every 3 weeks you can probably make 2 of these, right? So every 3 weeks you can make 2, but it's gonna take a lot of people a lot of time to make these boots, unless you are prepared. And the boots are not all, you can also make hands. So you have boots, and you have 2 sets of boots, right? So you have boot with spirit as well, and then you have hands with spirit and without spirit, and hands with spirit as well. So you can make 1 pair of boots, 1 pair of hands, and the hands are 8 Dreamcloth, and the boots are also 8 Dreamcloth. So by not being prepared, you would have to make everything for 3 weeks to be able to make both epics. But by being prepared, you can start selling these and pumping them while the prices are high, the second they become available. Even though I personally wouldn't start holding them right now, maybe in about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, when the prices of Dreamcloth and the BOE epics are really down to the floor, you can start holding your Dreamcloth and make way more profit by crafting these epics when they become available, rather than making, let's just say, 100 gold per Dreamcloth right now. You can make way more when these becomes available. So instead of taking the instant profit that you make right now, you can probably make about 15 times as much by waiting 2 months and selling them when the Firelands raid becomes available. Now the same thing goes for blacksmithing as well. Once again, referring back to my spreadsheet here, we have True Gold profits versus Living Elements profits, and True Gold has really gone to the floor right now. You're making about 100 gold every single day, even with Transmute Master. Even though you're making a lot more by Living Elements, if they ever go down, you can start making True Gold again, and hold on to the True Gold for the future. Looking at Firelands, for example, here's the thing. Firelands recipes for blacksmithing don't actually require True Gold. They just need different elements, Chaos Orbs, Living Embers, and Hardened Elementium Bars. And the same thing goes for all of the different recipes down here, so there's no, there's nothing for True Gold from the raid. except for Dragon Soul. When we get to Dragon Soul, True Gold suddenly becomes relevant again. That being said, there's a blacksmithing quest and reputation rewards from the profession, or from the reputation from Molten Front, which comes out at the same time as Firelands. It's basically the daily quest hub in the Firelands patch. So the following blacksmithing recipes are purchased from the mech Bloombeard, and he is found inside the Sentinel Tree of Malfurion's Breach in the Molten Front. These quests unlock after a series of dailies in the Molten Front, and the plans can be purchased after players have completed Druids of the Talon, which is obtaining 150 Marks of the World Tree, and the Shadow Wardens, obtaining 150 marks. He will then offer additional armaments, asking for another 125 marks to unlock his rewards. And by unlocking these rewards, as you can see, he's suddenly selling really good weapons. This one right here, one-handed dagger, 365 item level, way better than phase 1, right? So you can buy these, and they require 8 true golds to make. 2 Inferno Rubies and 3 Hardened Elementium Bars and Chaos Orbs. Same thing for Elementium Edged Scalpers as well. This one also 8 True Gold, and we have this one right here, a 2-handed, 8 True Gold, 8 True Gold, 8 True Gold for this one, and another 8 True Gold, and another 8 True Gold. So as you can see, if you have blacksmithing, True Gold will be really relevant in phase 3, even though the recipes will be really hard to get, by the way, and will take time to get. They can be really valuable. It's 365 item level, and not only that, it's weapons. And another thing to take away from this, especially if you have blacksmithing or if you're just any crafting character at all, they still require Chaos Orbs. As of right now, the only way to get Chaos Orbs are by doing heroic dungeons. But I do believe when phase 2 or phase 3 becomes available and we get those beta dungeons, titan dungeons or whatever they're called, you know, the alpha, beta and gamma dungeons from Wrath, they are going to carry over into Cataclysm as well. I do believe we'll get a vendor where we can buy these for a currency, but you can start stocking up on the Chaos Orbs right now in phase 1 to prepare yourself for phase 3. So TLDR, if cooldown crafting is not currently worth it for you on your server because of your prices, don't give up on crafting the cooldowns. As long as you're making some sort of profit and not losing gold on it, even if you are losing gold, maybe you will make it all back in the next phase, keep crafting, especially True Gold and Dreamcloth. Just look at the difference between True Gold and Living Elements on your server first, and then consider making whatever you want. If True Gold is really good on your server, then keep making that. If Living Elements is really good on your server, then keep making that. And when the profits go to the absolute floor, start holding. Craft True Gold, transmute True Gold, hold them in your bags, don't just panic sell, just keep holding. Same thing for Dreamcloth as well, don't panic sell, keep holding, sell them in phase 3. But yeah, I wanted to pop by and talk about cooldown crafting on my server and also give you guys the spreadsheet that I just made really quickly that is helping me out on a daily basis to calculate the profits before I make them, so I know that I'm making profits before I do the transmutes, and then also tell you that these transmutes and the daily cooldowns will still be relevant in phase 3 and even when Dragon Soul becomes available. So it's all going to be, you can even buy the items right now, like True Gold for example, when that goes really down in price. You can start buying them as a phase 3 investment, even though I'm going to have different videos on that in the future, talking more about what I'm personally buying right now while the prices are cheap. But either way, cooldown crafting will be relevant for the entirety of Cataclysm, and it's a super good way to just make really good gold. Referring back to the spreadsheet one final time, I am making 232 gold every single day per transmute character, and I have 10 of them. That is 2,300 gold every single day, and you don't even have to be a transmute master to make that amount of gold. Once again, the actual profit you make will depend on the price difference between volatile life and volatile air on your server, but 2,000 gold per day by logging into 10 characters and clicking one button, that is pretty good. Gives me 1 WoW token every 5 days. Either way, that's the video for today. We just wanted to talk a little bit more about cooldown crafting, so hopefully you enjoyed the video, hopefully the spreadsheet it is useful to you, and hopefully you're making a bunch of gold. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and let me know what you're doing to make gold in Cataclysm in the comments down below as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.